Okay, so speaking of speaking out, Mike Simpson has held the eastern Idaho congressional seat since 1999. And we've gotten this question a couple of times as well. Can you objectively fact check that'd be Congressman Mike Simpson's recent ad about President Biden, invasion, borders, etc.? Simpson has misled the voter before. Well, Simpson did pump out a pair of ads this election cycle in an effort to hold off Republican challenger Scott Cleveland. You might know Simpson. He's been on our show a few times, best probably for his push on immigration reform to support Idaho agriculture. But heading into this primary, he's kind of turned over a new leaf. Here's Andrew Bartline.
Congressman Mike Simpson starts hot down south, making his bid as a man of law and order.
Joe Biden is deliberately turning every state into a border state. Increased gang activity, human trafficking, skyrocketing fentanyl, seizures, overdoses, and deaths.
It's a lot to bite off, so we'll take them one at a time. Politicians claim a rise in gang activity often because it can't be proven on a nationwide scale. The National Youth Gang Survey tracked these numbers from 1996 to 2012, when the Department of Justice cut funding. Human trafficking is inherently in the shadows, but the Bureau of Justice Statistics shows from 2011 to 2021, the number of people prosecuted in the United States doubled. The trend goes back far beyond Biden's presidency. Moreover, human trafficking quadrupled worldwide over a similar time span. Under Biden's presidency, fentanyl and synthetic drugs are spiking. But this trend, too, predates his administration. CDC statistics show fentanyl deaths even picked up steam under the Trump years, which makes the next part a head-scratcher.
To stop it, Mike Simpson knows Donald Trump must defeat Joe Biden. Then Mike will help Trump end Biden's open-door policy.
And the alleged impacts are realized in part 2.
Joe Biden's broken border. To Biden, it means 10 million new Democrat voters.
That number made rounds on social media, but its origins trace back to the Pew Research Center. Last year, Pew estimated 10.5 million unauthorized immigrants lived in the United States. But that's counting people who've been here for decades, not just people entering under Biden's term. But it sets up Simpson for his big punch.
It means now more than ever we must secure the border and secure our elections by requiring real photo IDs to vote.
And if you follow Idaho politics, you'd know that's already the law in the Gem State. And it was strengthened in 2023 by House Bill 124. It bans student IDs at the polls.
Mike believes if you need a photo ID to adopt a pet or catch a plane, then it's appropriate to require a photo ID to protect our constitutional right against illegal votes.
And that's something the congressman will have to take up outside the Gem State. 14 states, including Oregon and California, do not require any documents to vote, but the state does match signatures as a form of verification. Nationwide, nearly 2/3 of Americans do show an ID to vote.
I'm Mike Simpson, and I approve this message.
Like most election ads, there's interpretation, kernels of truth, and sometimes claims that are a matter of opinion. In this case, Simpson is calling on a secure southern border, which he says will pay dividends to these adjacent problems, including drugs, crime, and election security, even endorsing Donald Trump in the process, which is interesting because we've seen him flip-flop on that before as well.
Yes.
I think before 2016, he said he was unfit to be president.
Right before he said he was unfit to be president, and then he backed him. But we've seen this combination before with Simpson in Congress, Trump in the White House. What's going to be different this time around?
That's a question you need to ask him.
All right. Hopefully we can do that. All right. Thanks, Andrew.